One morning, everybody. Monroe Mann here, and I am talking today about quitting or not quitting, all that stuff. And I realize the most important thing is it's easy to quit. Finding a reason to quit something does not take much energy. You just basically stop doing whatever you're doing. Quitting is pretty easy, okay? But finding reasons to keep going, far more difficult. Far more, it takes a lot more energy to find reasons for you to keep going with anything in life. And that's what I want to talk about today, because doing these YouTube lives, it's exhausting. I mean, I'm sick right now. I've been sick for 2 weeks. I still keep doing this. Not making any money from this. $21 a month from the people on Patreon, and maybe once every 2 or 3 weeks somebody sends me $5 in Cash App. So it's exhausting. And I was thinking last night, do I really want to keep doing this? Do I really want to keep doing any of these YouTube live streams? And I put on the sleep stream last night. The best time to give it your all is when you've got nothing more to give. It's something that we talked about 2 weeks ago, I think, on the sleep stream, but I put it up there again because literally when you are on the verge of quitting, that is the time when you need to get all of your strength. You have to find it in the depths of your being not to quit, because you're so close to quitting, that's when you have to give it your all. And so, but it was more today. This morning, something just hit me. It was actually about 3 minutes ago, because I was trying to come up with a reason, something to talk about today. Because I'm kind of losing my drive. I'm like, do I want to keep doing these YouTube live streams? Blah, 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 blah. And then I realized something. You shouldn't be looking for reasons to quit. You have to look for reasons to keep going. Mornings. And by the way, if any of you guys can share in the chats while I'm talking reasons for me to keep going with these live streams, let me know, because I'm losing motivation. But I am realizing I should not be focusing on reasons to quit. I need to be focusing on reasons to keep going. And so, I mean, some of the reasons that well, first let me talk about why I was thinking about the reasons to quit. Because it's a lot of work. It's a lot of talking. It's a lot of effort. Sometimes I don't feel great because I'm talking, and then people in the live chat are talking that aren't even listening to what I'm saying. They're just talking about other things. And I think like, well, who the heck am I talking to? Why am I talking to these people if all they're doing is talking about other stuff in the live chat? So that's a concern. And I'm thinking, okay, not making money from it. It's going to take 2 months 2 months minimum to get monetized, to even reach the level of monetization, and another month before you can apply for it. And then there's no guarantee that anybody's actually going to send super chats or buy a membership or buy the merchandise. There's a possibility, but the likelihood, I mean, if people really, really wanted to support this, wouldn't they be giving money now? Why are they magically going to start doing so once there is monetization? I don't know. But I'm trying to think positively and think it's better to focus on reasons to keep going, not on reasons to quit. Jesse, you've been gone for a long time. Hey, good Jody. So yeah, guys, I'm writing this, and I hope this is helpful for everybody, but I'm trying to find reasons to keep doing these live streams because I'm getting tired. I'm getting exhausted. I don't feel I've been getting a huge amount of reward for doing it. It's not like I'm getting new clients. I'm not getting new book sales. And I don't see how this could translate into me making money. So, but I'm trying to find out reasons to keep going, because that's what I think what anyone needs to focus on. We're at that crossroads. And so I'm trying to think, like, the reasons to keep going is maybe it could lead to making money. Maybe this could become a job in the future. But I'm exhausted. Really, really, really tired. Let me look. You got mod, and if you leave, they have nowhere to go, and you want to get. What do you mean, Rabbit? You have mod, and if you leave, they have nowhere to go, and you want to get monetized. I have no idea what you're talking about. Can you make that clear? And Jesse, no, that's fine. I'm glad you were able to go on vacation. That's very good. I know you're saying, I love you, please don't ever stop and don't give up, but I'm trying to think of what the real big benefit of me doing this is. For a while, it was really exciting because I had a place that I could play music, and I had a place that I could talk again and teach. But I'm starting to realize, like, most of the people when I'm talking are not even listening to what I'm saying. And that, like, I gave a whole thing about why it's important to invest in gold, which I think is a really important thing. By the way, Jesse, you missed the one that I talked about gold, and I showed some of the gold that I have and platinum. Nobody was really listening, and I asked them, like, what their thoughts were on it, and they're just talking about all this other stuff. And I'm thinking, why the heck are these people here? Why are these people listening to me if they don't care about what I'm saying? And then I was playing music the other night, and like in my original songs, and everybody was asking me to play cover songs, and I'm thinking, my gosh, that's demoralizing. And I'm just trying to think, this is supposed to be a good, positive thing for me. And not only is it not making me any money, but I feel like I'm talking to nobody. So I'm trying to find reasons to keep going. I've wanted to get my channel monetized for 18 years, but I'm just trying to think, maybe, I don't know. I don't know if it's worth it. Jesse says, I'll buy your book, I swear. What did FDR say? The road will be long and hard. Men's souls will be shaken for the violence of war. Look at the first few words. The road will be long and hard. Remember, you are a breakthrough. Good. This is good because, again, I'm asking for people to give me reasons to keep going. Sorry, I keep kicking that with my foot. It's easy to find reasons to quit. I'm trying to find reasons to keep going because I want this to be a success. And I think, again, this applies to any of you watching as well. It's easy for you to quit something. It's a lot harder to find the strength to keep going. But that's what I'm trying to figure out. So Jesse says, thanks, Jody. If you're tired, that's the burnout you were talking about. 100%. I'm totally burned out from all this. And I'm actually surprised I'm doing a live stream right now. I'm impressed with myself that I found the strength to put that sleep stream on last night. Because this whole thing it's just, I'm trying to keep finding the benefits of doing this. Like right now, I see the exact same people in the live streams every single stream, which is great. I appreciate that. But if it's the same 10, 15 people, you can't build any business or anything off of that. That's not gonna, and eventually it comes like I don't know. I'm trying to figure it out, but I'm sharing this with you because you guys are the ones who need to help convince me that this is a valuable thing to keep going. Yeah, and it is the burnout. Before I talked about burnout was more about living up to your fans' expectations, but now it's also just about, I think it's less difficult to get burned out when you're getting paid for something. And right now, putting a lot of effort into this, but not getting any financial reward. So it's getting to the point of like, whoa, what am I doing this for? I'm doing this for the fans. But I don't know. In some ways, I feel, on the one hand, I feel like I'm giving more to the fans than I'm getting from the fans. On the other hand, I kind of feel like the fans don't even care, because a lot of times when I'm talking, I don't know, I just feel like people in the chat are not even talking about what I'm talking about. Like, it was really, really tough when I was playing my music and people were asking me to play cover songs, and I'm thinking, oh my gosh, like, this is not cool. Why am I putting myself into an environment where people are not loving everything that's what, I mean, when you do something you want. So I'm not sure if it's just burnout, because burnout comes from doing so much and it's exhausting you. And I guess that's what this is doing. But also it's a matter, I mean, there comes this, I talked about this a little bit before. There's this concept called the quit line that I've created. The quit line. As long as you are 0.00001% above the quit line, you will not quit. You won't even think about quitting. But then you get to the point when you're at 0. You're literally on the quit line. That's where I am right now, because that's the point when you start actually thinking about it. Do I quit? Do I keep going? What's the benefit of keeping going? What's the benefit of quitting? As soon as you get 0.001% below the quit line, you quit. So I guess I did this live stream here because I'm trying to hope that I can get enough motivation from you guys, or from doing this live stream, that I get above the quit line again. And then once you're above the quit line again, you find motivation again to do whatever needs to be done. I have to admit, there was some motivation this morning when I looked at the sleep stream and I saw how much watch time. It was 11 hours. So thank you for whomever watched that and gave more watch time. But I'm tired of doing things as a hobby. And I've been doing YouTube as a hobby for 18 years. And 6 weeks ago, when I started doing the live streams, I got a great burst of hope and energy, thinking, wow, maybe I can turn this into a career. My hope returned. But now it's waffling again, because I'm just thinking, this is a lot of work. And it would require like making $40 a day in super chats in order to make money from this. And I'm looking at my videos. Look at my homepage. I have a video that I put up there 4 weeks ago. It has 109 views. That is not a successful YouTuber, guys. No one's gonna make money as a YouTuber with 109 views on a long form video. And every few days I go check to see if it's changed. Like, it's gonna get to 200 when? By October? November? Never? It's just really, really, really interesting. And I'm anyway, let's look at some chat messages, see if there's anything motivational there. Gajodi says, thank you. Your benefits and your wisdom are helping people, spreading your wisdom and stuff. I've been doing that forever. I do that through breakdiving. That's my not-for-profit. I mean, maybe if that's the case, I should just switch everything to my breakdiving channel and not focus on making my own YouTube channel a success, because I'm not making money from breakdiving, which is my not-for-profit, which is designed to inspire people. Maybe I'd feel better if I just shut this channel down and I do everything on the breakdiving channel, because then I don't care if I'm making any money, or at least I care less. I know it's nice that I'm helping people, but I can't just keep helping people for free unless I'm making money. I mean, I'm able to focus on this because I had 2 legal clients, and that pays for my bills until like September. But in September, guess what? Got to start all over again. And I think part of the reason I was so burned out these last 4 weeks is I was doing this and working on these legal clients and their work. Because you have to pay bills, guys. We all know this. Even if you're not working, you know your parents work hard to pay bills. And if you're a student, the way you pay bills is by going to school, going to middle school, going to high school. and it's been exhausting. And I'm just realizing, wow, in September, I got to do that again if I'm not making money from something else. I have to go back and get legal clients. I have to start selling consulting, coaching services. And anyway, I have to see. Mr. Goodcat says, it's not about quitting. If you wanted to quit, you had 18 years to do so. It's more about if we need to change of direction. I think a stronger focus on uploading content and just doing lives for fun. Yeah, I kind of get that. And maybe that is the right focus, Mr. Goodcat. Maybe that is what I need to do is and maybe that's like another way of what Jesse was saying is don't be so preoccupied with making money from this and getting monetized, because you guys know I like helping people and I like inspiring people. Maybe that should just be the focus, and the money maybe will come eventually. I remember the other day, 2 days ago on a live stream, I told you guys I did the calculations that in order to get monetized, you just need to make 3,000 watch hours within a 1 year period. And that 1 year period gets reset every day. And with how many watch hours I have now, all I need to do is get 10 hours of watch time per day, and I'll be monetized within 6 months, which is August, September, October, November, December, by January. Or meet the eligibility criteria by January. I mean, honestly, if I just did the sleep streams every night, that alone, the channel is monetized, assuming people still watched. And maybe as Robert Gamer says, it's the burnout that I was talking about. Maybe that is the issue is YouTubers get burned out because they're trying so hard to get monetized. Or when they get monetized, they're trying so hard to make more content so that they can make more money. And in that sense, I wish YouTube did a better job of taking responsibility for the burnout that it creates, because everyone's like, YouTube is dangling these carrots of, look how many more watch hours you need. You only need this many more watch hours and you can get monetized. But then you get, I mean, literally, look on the internet. There are no statistics. There is no raw data, clear data on how to make money as a YouTuber. It does not exist. It's this weird, strange ecosystem of some people who make money, 99% of people who don't make money. But there's this carrot of hope that YouTube dangles. But I wish they would show statistics, as in, if you have this many live streamers today and you're at 1,000 subscribers, this is how many you can continue to expect to have at this point. And when you have 5,000 subscribers, this is how much money you'll make from doing this. If you upload 3 videos per, excuse me. We're flying blind here. And I think that's why I'm so frustrated with this. I could continue to do these live streams for the next 18 years, and maybe I'm still making no money as a YouTuber. Or, as soon as I get monetized, ba-boom, something magical could happen, and I'm making a living doing this. That's what I don't like. I feel very lacking in control, and I don't know what the future holds. And I understand, Mr. Goodcat, this is why I think both, Pinkman said the benefits are you're helping people. By the way, Jesse, it's YOU''RE. You know that drives me crazy. And you're right, if I wanted to quit, I would have done 18 years ago. And you're right, I don't think I'm gonna stop the live streams. It's just overwhelming. Somebody else was telling me, this was weeks ago, and I was also thinking of quitting, because I think about quitting doing YouTube lives all the time. Hey, that was great. Did you hear that? my cough finally had some progress. You got to keep going. I almost gave up on that cough right there, but I kept going, and some of it came up. This other person told me, he said, Monroe, you can quit, yes, but you've wanted to you wanted to monetize your channel for so long, right? I said, yeah. He goes, here's your chance. And I've known this too. Here's my chance. It's easy for me to quit. It's hard for me to keep going for another 2 to 3 months and finally reach 3,000 and get the thing monetized. I know I will regret it for the rest of my life if I stop doing these live streams and I don't get to monetization. And then a year goes by and I've lost all of the 1,200 hours of watch time that I've gotten so far. So I can't quit. And I think Good Cat recognizes that too. So do I. And yeah, I don't know. We need to change in direction. I do think the doing lives for fun is a good approach. Just doing this with the idea that this is fun and this is interesting, and even if there's one person on the line, that's the other thing too. There are often more people watching than there are commenting in the chat. Which means, and if there's even one person who likes my music, I shouldn't focus on the 1 or 2 people who are asking me to play covers, and instead focus on the other people who are enjoying the music, even if it's one person. And I shouldn't focus on the watch time. I should be focusing on the fact that I love public speaking. And I like sharing what I have with the world. As you said, today's focus is focus on the reasons to keep going, not on the reasons to quit. So you guys are helping me a lot. So thank you. Reasons to keep going. It always makes me feel good when I'm doing a live stream. I was really depressed when I started doing this live stream, thinking, why am I doing this? But now I'm feeling better. 2, most of the time I do get motivated by what's in the live chat. Number 3, I have an outlet for music and for performing and things like that. That's a great reason to keep going. And as an ancillary benefit, maybe this turns into a business in the future. So those are some good reasons to keep going. Actually, number 5, I think maybe the most important reason. If I stop, I will regret that for the rest of my life. I will not regret spending another 3-4 months pushing on with this. In 20 years, I will not remember that I kept going for another 3 or 4 months and succeeded. I won't remember those 3 or 4 months. But if I give up right now, and then 10 years from now, I'm seeing all these other people who are successful YouTubers and live streamers, I'll probably regret it. Let me go grab I gotta get some of my cough medicine. 1 second. So for those of you just joining, we're talking about how easy it is to quit, but how hard it is to keep going. Because quitting just means stopping. You just stop doing it. And let me have some water too. The harder thing is to find the strength to keep going. What's very interesting, actually, I just realized, it doesn't take that much more effort to keep going. Let me explain. Last night I was thinking of quitting, which would just mean don't do anything. But then I thought, Monroe, what's the tiniest little simple thing you could do to keep going that doesn't require a lot of effort? I just said, all right, I'll just put on the silly live stream again, the sleep stream with the little board, and go to bed. I didn't interact with anybody in the live chat at all. I just put it on and went to sleep. And woke up, 11 hours of watch time, which is more than we've gotten on the live stream in the last few days. That was enough to encourage me to keep going a little more. And then here we are in the live stream. And the truth is, I'm kind of back in the saddle again. I think the other reason why I wanted to quit was me being sick. I mean, this cough and this feeling of lightheadedness, I'm still feeling woozy. It's not comfortable. It's not a great feeling. So that was part of it. But if you just find the strength to keep going a little bit more, a tiny bit more, because then you might get your second wind. Jesse wants another live stream about gold. Let's see. Hello there. What's up, Dones? If you quit, the moderators have nowhere to go, and you get to chat with us. I'm sure the moderators will find some other channel to moderate. I love your songs. Thanks, Jesse. I'll buy 5 copies of your book to Benning and back. I don't want you guys to do that. I don't want pity buys, and I don't want pity fans, and I don't want pity purchases. I mean, I want this to be a genuine thing where, oh wow, people are actually supporting me because they want to. Nobody in life wants to feel they're successful because out of pity, right? Gajodi, wish you a very good morning too. Thank you. Help me, man. You're a friend, right? Thanks, Rabbit Gamer. Wish you all the best, Monroe. Thanks, Danace. I appreciate that. I tell you guys, what I'm feeling is not unique. I'm just the one who's being public about it and sharing it. All of us want to quit something at some point in our lives. And I think it's important. A lot of times, I realize something. A lot of times when we want to quit, when we're thinking about quitting, we go and talk with somebody and say, oh, I'm thinking about quitting the diet, or I'm thinking about quitting the marriage, or I'm thinking about quitting being a YouTube live streamer, or I'm thinking about quitting the soccer team. I just realized something. 9 times out of 10, we're not telling somebody about our thoughts about quitting because we want to quit. We're telling these other people because we're hoping they will give us that little bit of encouragement to keep going. But more often than not, people agree with you and go, yeah, you're right. Well, if you're not happy anymore, I guess you should quit. Yeah, well, hey, if your marriage isn't going, I think it's time to head out. Well, yeah, hey, YouTubing is not for easy. It's very few people make money from it. I think you should quit. And then people end up quitting. Or you feel even worse. And that's why I did this live stream today, because I realized I'm never looking for reasons to quit something. I'm usually looking for reasons to keep going. But how do you express it? By expressing the fact that you're thinking of quitting. So if ever you hear me getting discouraged about something, give me encouragement to keep going, not supportive reasons why I should actually quit. Because guys, it's easy for me to quit. I don't need your help to quit. Does that make sense? I want to quit every single day. This is not easy. So I don't need more reasons to quit. I need more reasons to keep going. I need reasons to find the strength to push forward. And that's what we all need in life. We all need reasons to push forward. We don't need reasons to give up. Life is hard enough. Anything you tell me that you're doing, I could give you a reason to give up. And there would be very logical, sound reasons. Why should you give up on finding a significant other? They're always going to disappoint you. You're probably not going to find someone who's compatible with you. That person's going to probably make you feel bad eventually and start criticizing you. It's only once the honeymoon phase is over, it's all, that's easy. But harder is to give you reasons to keep going, to find that significant other. Why? Because life will be great if you can find that perfect match who you enjoy being with and who lifts you up and makes you feel better. Don't give up. Tomorrow could be the day when you find that special person. It's harder to get reasons to keep going, but those are the ones that you need most in life. And again, it's easy for me to focus, and this is just human nature. You focus on the people who insult you more than the people who support you. I told you just a second ago, it really made me feel bad when I was playing my original music and two people out of like 24 who were in the live stream said, oh, hey, can you play a cover song? Why am I taking offense at the two people who insulted me rather than the 22 other people there who were supporting me? Why? Because we are human. And that's how our brain works. Our brain focuses on the negativity. It's because all of us secretly doubt ourselves. That's why when 22 people are telling me I'm great, and Monroe, you have a great voice and your music is wonderful, deep in my head I'm thinking, that's probably not true. So then when there are two people on the live stream who say, dude, you should do some covers, immediately the self-doubt, which is embedded in all of us, comes out and goes, you see, Monroe, you were right. No one wants to hear your original music. They want to hear cover songs, which confirms the fact that, Monroe, you're not as good as you think you are. You're in the wrong field. And same thing. I am interpreting the fact that people are not sending me more money on Cash App and signing up via Patreon as confirmation that, Monroe, you're not valuable, you're not good enough, nobody cares. Instead of focusing on the positive is, look at how many people keep coming back to these live streams. And I keep going, I was talking to Good Cat yesterday, like, why do these people come to these live streams? Because sometimes I feel like they're not even listening. There must be some reason why they keep coming back. Why would they keep coming back? They could have live chats on other people's live streams. And it's pretty hard to be a part of two live streams at the same time unless you have two YouTube accounts or two different devices. We have to look at the reasons to keep going. And even if you have to delude yourself, I've always believed that if you want to succeed in life, you have to delude yourself into believing you're better than you are, that you're more successful than you are, you're more beautiful than you are, you're whatever, more talented, because there are going to be so many reasons to quit that you need to find reasons to keep going. You have to find these reasons to keep going. Let me look at some of these chats. I could ask my parents if I could send a super chat. Oh, so I appreciate that. I would say if you want to ask your parents, that would be great. But again, I don't have any super chats now anyway. I'm only at like 1,250 watch hours. We still got 1,750 to go. Thank you, Jesse, so much. And I will definitely make a music live stream, another one for you. That's just talking about people not caring. That's the problem. Yeah, and I understand that you guys are giving time to me. You guys are you are paying me in a matter of speaking because you're watching. And the watching is giving me your presence, and your presence is giving me watch time, which means I will get towards monetization. But I just keep thinking, what's the point of monetization if no one actually takes advantage of those abilities to support a creator? That's why I'm mad at YouTube. They don't make it very clear Like, I wish they give these 2020, they always do these surveys. They ask me these surveys every year about me as a creator and stuff like that. How about you give me statistics and data that would help me as a YouTuber turn this into money? I don't like that I'm flying blind. But then going back to Good Cat, just do it for fun. The problem with doing it for fun though is I've been doing it for 18 years for fun. And it becomes very grueling after a while. Anyway, let's see. We don't want him to leave. He's like a dad. I appreciate that, guys. I mean, and look, and you telling me stuff like this is very helpful. And it is giving me reasons to keep going. And it's nice to hear from like you guys that you find benefit in what I'm doing. And I don't know. I'm just. We got to find reasons in life to keep going, not for reasons to quit. That's what we need to do. And that's what we're talking about this live stream, because I want to find 1.5 million reasons for me to keep going as a YouTube live streamer. And you guys are giving me all these little reasons, and that's helping. Please don't leave me. No, we don't want you to leave. You're like a dad to us. So, awesome. Abandonment issues. Hey, Jesse, we all have abandonment issues. Nobody likes to be abandoned. Nobody likes to be left. And I guess in a sense, that's kind of how I've been feeling here too. Because on the 5th day of me live streaming, because of the YouTube algorithm, whatever, YouTube was sending 100 people to come watch these live streams. And it gave me such a high. Wow. I got 92 likes and 60 hours of watch time in an hour and a half for a Billy Bob live stream after my 5th day of live streaming. I thought, oh my gosh, this was taking off. And based on that, I would have reached monetization in about 3 weeks, 3 to 4 weeks. And then it just fell off and YouTube stopped sending all these people. And what did it do? It's abandonment. And it makes you feel terrible. And you think, why is YouTube taking these people from me? Why am I now alone again? Why am I back to where I was? And it's not a fun feeling. LP12 is talking about people not caring, and that's the problem. Yeah, please. And Rabbit, love you too, dude. If he leaves, I have nothing to do. Well, that's the thing. If that's the other thing. It also, in some ways, it also makes me feel bad that people are watching my live streams but not out there doing stuff with their lives. Because I don't want people to just be addicted to me. It makes me feel like, oh my gosh, people are just watching me and I'm now contributing to them becoming couch potatoes. That doesn't make me feel good, right? LP12 says it's hard to gain views nowadays. The market is polluted. To be an assistant creator and not just ride off 15 minutes fame is very difficult. And LP12, by the way, thank you for stopping to say English and starting to say some positive stuff. I appreciate that. Yeah, I don't know what's going on now. And I think maybe it's because of TikTok. Maybe because Instagram has videos now. TikTok has video. And I really wish YouTube would share how much money YouTube creators make. What if the reason why they don't share the data, what if there are only maybe 100 people who make money from YouTube? And they can't tell that to people because then it would discourage everybody from trying. There's this big myth that you can make lots of money from YouTube. Maybe it really is a myth and it doesn't exist. I don't know. What's up, Evelyn? Really strange. I was watching the Ruby on Rails. Oh, I don't mind it, Good Cat. It's okay, but He's given me the motivation that I need. I need some good begging. I need some high quality begging. Sheko says, really strange. I was watching the Ruby on Rails session on breakdiving with your network colleagues, and I felt I wanted to join you guys to learn and work on Ruby on Rails. Sheko, if you're still here, by the way, good cat, could you find me Sheko's, I don't know if Sheko's still in here, Sheko's channel, and put it in the Discord. This way I can reach out to him later. Sheko, if you're still there, we'd love you to join the breakdiving coding team as a volunteer. We're super excited because we're about 80% done coding the mobile apps for breakdiving for Android and iPhone, using Flutter for the front end and connecting that via API to the Ruby on Rails backend. We're super, super excited, and we think it's going to make the company soar in 2025. So please get in touch with me. Either fill out an application on Volunteer Match or send me an email or leave a comment. Just leave a way for me to get in touch with you. Or better yet, just go to breakdiving.io, and Mr. Goodcat or Jesse will put the link in the description. Go there and join the community because we want people, the best coders are the coders who are also part of our community. And so you are welcome to join our team. I'm not thinking about leaving. I'm looking for reasons to keep going. I mean, even there, I was doing even with Evelyn on the sleep stream. I woke up and she was there with Major. I literally was starting to talk about going, guys, what do you guys think? Should I keep going? Should I quit? And Evelyn and Major are just having a random conversation. And I goes, are you guys even listening to me? And Evelyn writes, no. And I'm thinking that doesn't make me want to keep doing this. What the heck is that about? I'm doing a live stream and you guys are talking about other stuff. And I literally say, should I keep going or should I quit? No one was listening to me. And then I said, Evelyn, are you even listening to me? She says, no. Interesting. Sheko says specifically, it's a unique project and live one. One of the reasons I felt that I want to join you guys because you're so positive. Thank you, Sheko. Well, I really appreciate this. I hope you're still here in the live chat because I appreciate that. Thank you. I'm positive because I know I'm positive because I'm so depressed. If that makes any sense. I'm positive because I'm so hopeless. I'm a positive, motivational person because I know how it feels to want to give up every single day. And that's why I created Breakdiving as this amazing community. And I wish more of you guys would join. That's the other thing that blows my mind too. I keep, all of you guys say that you guys are super fans. We support you. Not one of you has joined Breakdiving. Even Mr. Goodcat has joined, but he never filled out his application or said hello. I'm not upset because for some reason I'm not giving you guys a good enough offer and value to come and join. But that is frustrating because on one hand you guys say I'm super fans. On the other hand, well, no, you're not. You're not super fans. Super fans are people who would actually support the things that I'm doing. So you're fans. I'm not taking that away from any of you. But you have to really decide what a super fan is. Remember, I was reading from this book here. I don't know if I have any super fans. I don't really think I do have super fans. I have people who support me generally and casually. And that's what I'm trying to figure out is, will I be able to turn this into super fans? Because the only people who are going to become to send super chats are super fans. The only people who are going to become members, super fans. The only people who are, I mean, somebody said, I'm going to buy 5 copies of your book. Maybe that is a super fan if someone actually does that. I don't know. So Mr. Goodcat says, think of this as an investment. That's how I look at it. Well, you have to be more clear. It's an investment in what? And who am I investing in? Am I investing in you guys? Am I investing in myself? I do see it as an investment. It's an investment of my time and energy right now for zero money. And I'm hoping that I'm not a complete fool giving away all of my inspiration, my motivation, my knowledge, my expertise, my comedy, my charm for nothing. Because if I'm still doing this 6 months from now, like this, and I'm not making money from it, I'm going to feel like a big total idiot. And I'll think, wow, what the heck? So what do you mean by is it an investment? What's the return on investment? Shekar says, imagine PhD person, psychology and coding, built social network in Ruby by himself. Wow. I'm a software developer in Java for 10 years. I can't do what you did. Thank you, Shekar. First of all, thank you for that. That makes me feel really great. And yet I don't really think of myself as a very impressive person because I have not in any way mastered the art of making lots of money. I'm very good at managing money. I always say if somebody gives me $500,000, I'll never have to work again for my rest of my life because I can invest that super well. I've done really well investing for my mom, and my mom has a good steady income now for the rest of her life based on real estate investments I've made for her, stock investments and this and that. But it's not my money, it's her money. Now, that's what I'm hoping I can finally do. And I think that's what's so disappointing about all this stuff, guys. For more than 20 years, I've been just giving and giving and giving, but money has never come back on a large scale for me. And it's so disappointing. And people say, Monroe, you shouldn't base your value on how much money you're making. But to me, that's social proof. That shows that what I'm doing is valuable if people are giving money for it. There's a big difference for people showing up to see let's just say, it's a big difference between you guys coming to watch me for free on YouTube Live and you guys paying $100 to come see me, and flying to New York City or flying to Miami, Florida to see me speak at a big convention center. And that's the thing. How many of you would actually do that? Very few of you would probably buy a ticket and come see me play my music or do anything live. And I guarantee you, if I did a show saying, hey, I'm doing a special YouTube Live right now, it costs $2. And I'm going to be playing some brand new songs. How many of you would actually pay $2 to do it? I don't think any of you would. Maybe I'm wrong, but I'm speaking from experience over many, many years. As soon as you ask people for money, all of a sudden your value goes down to nothing. And that's what hurts sometimes, thinking, oh, people love me as long as I'm free. People love me as long as they don't have to spend any money. Even church. I was thinking that the other day I went to church last Sunday. And what do they do with the church? About 45 minutes through, they pass around the basket. And what do 90% of the people do? They put money in the basket. And it's just a normal thing that churches do. And everybody knows that's how the church makes money. The church is giving you a sermon. The church is giving you inspiration. And if you can give $1 or $5 or $100, it helps you succeed. It helps the church keep going. And that's basically the same thing here that I'm doing. And the question is, okay, how do you get people to want to give donations to the cause? It's a very difficult thing. It's super weird. I was able to raise money to shoot my movie. And I raised a bunch of money for that. And the movie's a success. But I have trouble getting people to do the same thing for me as a person. And it's been that way for my entire life. And it's very, very, very frustrating. Let me go back to some comments. Shekhar says, I feel sad to see this positivity gone now. It is your right to feel down, but your biggest asset is your positivity and cleverness and ability. My biggest asset is not my positivity or cleverness or ability. My biggest asset is my stubbornness in never giving up. It's not my positivity that helps me. It's the fact that I just keep going. And I talk about quitting a lot, but I usually never do. It's just helpful psychologically to talk about it with other people. Checo, if you join the break diving community, you'll find that all of us talk about very openly our depression sometimes, our desire to quit and stuff, because talking about it, it helps to feel some support and get some empathy. And that's what allows you to keep going. YouTube is different market. You're not playing it to profit. You're playing it as an NGO style, but believe me, I'm not sure what you're talking about, Checo, because I have 2 YouTube channels here. Well, I have a number of YouTube channels, but the biggest one is this one, and then I have the break diving channel. The break diving one is associated with the not-for-profit. This one is associated with me. But both of them, the break diving one, I would like to make money from it, but it's not the main purpose. But obviously, any company, even a not-for-profit, needs to make a profit. The only difference is a not-for-profit is doing it not primarily to make money in the eyes of the tax laws. Is your health okay? No, it's not. And that's probably why I'm feeling this way. I mean, when you have a sickness, everything feels less hopeful. And I've been sick for 15 days now, 16 days. And I thought I was getting better. And then I had one day when I was going, and then boom, I got another cold. And you can hear that I'm still sick and I still don't feel well. And maybe just doing these live streams under this sickness is what's making me feel this way. And I may go to the doctor. I'll see if I'm still feeling sick after about another 3 days. Maybe it's COVID or something, because it's weird that I've got a cold for 16 days, right? And he's literally our dad. He teaches what we don't know. You know, Monroe, I'm thinking about quitting life. Well, thank you, Jesse. I appreciate that. See, that's a great reason for me to keep going, because if I can be the motivation to keep you going, then that's a reason for me to keep going. So just remember what I just said about don't look for reasons to quit, look for reasons to keep going. It applies to life in general. We need to find reasons to keep going in life, because life itself sometimes throws stuff at us and it's easy for us to want to quit. Hi, Kenneth. Nice to see you. Kenneth pulled an all-nighter. Rabbit Gamer says, being older than the rest of us, he's asked to advise from time to time. He tells the truth, and that truth ripens with wisdom. What's FFA? Who is FFA? This will definitely turn into a business, says Jesse. Maybe you should drink some water. Yeah. Let me go drink some water. And thank you for the reminder. I'm not gonna lie, catch your ups was kind of mean. Yeah, it's all good. Moving on. Time to drink water. Back to the live. I suggest making tea. Yeah, I need to make some tea. No, I understand. I honestly don't want people to watch the sleep stream all night. Or if they're doing, I'm hoping that people that are watching it are doing something else, not just sitting there, because it's not good for the mind to just be sitting there watching some whiteboard for 8 hours. But certainly you can have it on in the background while you're reading a book or writing a song, or maybe talking on the phone. I'm hoping the sleep stream is being watched by people who are awake in Russia or in China rather than people that should be sleeping here. Hi, Anime. Oh, speaking of Russia, Anime Battle 2 is here from Russia. Good to see you. Skeko says you have PhD in psychology. We're all living with mental health issues, so why don't you make a live session? Pick one issue about mental health, such as burnout, and speak about it. It's what we're doing here. I mean, today's topic is don't look for reasons to quit, look for reasons to keep going. And that's what I try to do, is find something motivational or some mental health issue. If there's any particular mental health issue that you want me to talk about, Skeko, I will do that. Well, I mean, people are joining the live here now too, but YouTube is not sending massive numbers of people to me like they used to. And that's just the way the algorithm works. And I don't want Mr. Goodcat to be lost and homeless for all eternity. That would be terrible. This can be your niche. I have some kind of issues, need a mental health stream. But guys, this is a mental health stream. Anytime that I'm talking, it's usually something mental health related that we're talking about. And I talk more about positive psychology though than I do about mental issues. Because I want to give people reasons to keep going, not for reasons to quit. I don't want people thinking about the negativity. I want people thinking about the positivity, about the reasons to keep going. And oh boy, I'm really behind here. Oh, thanks, Jesse, for listening. The sun is always shining every day. I appreciate that. Yeah, I'm in Florida. I do look like your dad. Evelyn's back from eating. Jesse, it's no problem. I remember that you told me you were on vacation, and I wasn't mad at anybody for not. I was just curious. I wonder where Jesse is. We were all wondering. What's up, stable Ronaldo? Honestly, I'm glad you're not on TikTok or Instagram, Jesse, because that is genuine brain rot. Let's see. Stable Ronaldo's back. Hi, Grace. How are you? Nice to see you. Long time no see. I don't know that much stuff about motivation. Discipline is better, in my opinion. Well, they go hand in hand, Ronaldo. Because, and I gave a quote last time saying that success is about doing the same boring thing repetitively every single day. And what is that? That's the definition of discipline. If you're disciplined, you do things even when you don't want to do them. I'm very disciplined. Even though I felt horrible yesterday and wanted to quit, I still put that sleep stream on, and I still ended up right now doing a live stream with you guys. And using it as a reason to talk about my doubts about moving forward. So discipline is absolutely key. But how do you get discipline? You need to have a strong why. You have to think, why am I disciplined? Why am I keep doing this? If you become so disciplined that something becomes a habit, maybe you just keep going without even thinking about it. If it's a good habit, then good. That discipline has created this really good habit, and it's ingrained it in your head. So now you just keep on going. No problem, Evelyn. Yeah, well, I'm a very easygoing, down-to-earth person sometimes. I have my head in the clouds and my feet on the ground. Jesse's here. PMA, positive mental attitude. That's important. That's good. No problem, Jesse. By the way, Jesse, take your parents to breakdiving.io and show them what it is. Social media has got a bad name because of what Facebook has done and WhatsApp and Instagram and all that. Breakdiving is a completely different animal. If you show your parents what it is, they would probably go, oh, this looks like something we want you to join. Have them take a look at it. No problem, Ronaldo. That's fine. Glad to have you here when you can be here. Do some classes. You're an intelligent man. Smile, just like I replied to your tweet about your. Oh, thanks, by the way, Jesse, for. Jesse, I think, is the only person on X who likes or responds to any of my posts on there. And Monroe has a wonderful community. Thank you, Ronaldo. Let's see. can't. Wow, I'm 20 minutes behind. I don't know where I am on these live streams. Future Farmers of America. Robert Gamer is a future farmer of America. Sometimes watch those sleep streams, okay? Draw during it. Hey, what's up, Lou? Great to see you. Nice to see you. He's my friend in Ethiopia. Yeah, Lowell, here, let me tell you this. Look, getting burned out with doing all these live streams. So that's what we're talking about today is instead of trying to find reasons to quit, you got to find reasons to keep going. And it's hard sometimes, but that's when you need to talk to people in your community, people who support you. That's why I'm talking to you guys on this live stream, because I'm trying to find reasons to just keep going. And Jesse, just keep going, right? Just look for reasons to keep going. That's what you need to focus on day by day. And let's see what we got here. Help. I'm trying to catch up with all these chat messages here. Mrs. Roblox, boom, hello, how are you? Nice to see. And, okay, well, don't have a girlfriend, so I don't her. All right, so we're back. I caught up with all the chat. Woo! I almost wanted to give up and I wanted to quit catching up on the chat, but I found reasons to keep going because I wanted that awesome feeling of accomplishment by the time I got to the bottom of the chat. So again, we're talking about how easy it is to quit. It's hard to keep going, but that's what you need to focus on. You need to focus on reasons to keep going. Don't focus on reasons to quit. And where this came up with was me just last night thinking, do I really want to keep doing all these live streams? I'm getting closer and closer, getting monetized, but it's exhausting. And even when I get monetized, is it going to be worth it? And you have to find reasons to keep going. So Jesse, you should write in the chat right now, write 5 reasons why you should keep going. And I'm going to share 5 reasons why I'm going to keep going with the YouTube Live. Number 1, you guys have inspired me today. Number 2, I'm going to really regret it if I don't get monetized. Number 3, I am not a quitter. Number 4, it does give me an outlet to speak and to sing my music. And number 5, this could potentially, I don't know how likely it is, but potentially could end up becoming a moneymaker for me. So that's why, those are my 5 reasons for keeping going. So Lowell just released a mini tutorial on Photoshop on another channel. Has 9 views, but I'm pumped. I know how you feel, Lowell. It is brutal. Especially as a creative person, you spend all this time creating something and then you put it out and it doesn't get the results that you want. And you just, what? Are you serious? I mean, look at breakdiving, Lowell. By the way, hoping you'll come back and say hi. We got some new members now, and I know they'd love to meet you. I mean, breakdiving, I've been doing that for longer than my YouTube channel, actually. I created breakdiving in 1999. I think, or in 2000. So you need to find reasons to keep going with anything that you're doing. And I think too, the key is you need to find reasons to keep going that are both long-term and short-term. I gave many of the long-term reasons are this could make money, I'll regret it later if I give up, etc. But Mr. Goodcat and Jesse earlier and Little Rabbit Gamer gave short-term reasons for me to keep going. What are they? Doing it for fun. I have to remember, why did I get into show business in the first place? Why did I get into public speaking in the first place? I like it. It's fun. I like speaking. So that's the number one reason to do it, because it's fun. Number two, on every live stream, there's going to be somebody who benefits from what I'm talking about. And that should be enough to keep me going. It's a day-by-day thing. It's just like Alcoholics Anonymous. I go back to that often, but I think it's a very interesting way of looking at things. You can't succeed in anything thinking about what you're going to do over the next 10 years. You can't say, I'm not going to drink alcohol again for the rest of my life. It's impossible. It's too big of a goal. Instead, every day I am going to be sober today. And that's what I was thinking about this morning. I said, Monroe, just do one live stream. Do one more live stream and that's it. And if you don't do another live stream, that's great for the rest of the day, no problem. Hey, Yasmin. I don't think any of you guys should. Don't do it. Don't do it. I love you, Jesse. I love you, Ronaldo. I love you, Evelyn. I love you, Yasmin. Don't want you to leave. Love you guys, right? We have to look for reasons to keep going every single day. It's not a long-term thing. It's literally today. Do you have a reason that you can keep going today, whatever it is you're doing in your life? Is it your music? Is it your diet? Is it your live streaming on YouTube? Is it your high school career? Whatever. Your PhD? Find some motivation to do something forward with it today. Because as somebody was saying earlier, I think it was Ronaldo or somebody, discipline is the key to success. And discipline, as I mentioned, is about doing the same boring things over and over and over again, even when they've lost their luster. Doing YouTube Live for the first 3 weeks was, wow, this is so much fun. Now it's kind of becoming sort of like a job. I'm not getting really paid for it. $21 a month from Patreon supporters is not a job. But it's enough to realize that, okay, the excitement is worn off, but I have to think about long-term, this could turn into something great, and short-term, Monroe, just every day, discipline. I've realized that success, people who are successful have the ability to keep going forward every day, even when they're bored, miserable, depressed, and want to quit. I am bored, miserable, and want to quit a lot of times with a lot of things that I do. But I have the ability to keep doing the things that I need to do, even though it's stressful, even though it's exhausting, even though it's depressing, even though I don't want to do it. Let me read some of these comments. You need to have a lot of respect for yourself and family and religion. Well, I have a lot of respect for myself and my family and Christianity and all that stuff, but I still feel sad and depressed. I think those things help you get through your sadness and depression. And people who have never been really depressed don't understand what it's like to be really depressed. It is horrible. It is a horrible, horrible feeling, and it's sometimes very difficult to get up in the morning and do anything. So I completely understand that. But what can get you through the sadness and depression? Feelings of self-esteem, respect, a good family, belief in God, things like that. And Jesse, I sometimes think I want to die too. It's normal. That's what I want you to realize, Jesse. You have to realize feeling that you want to be dead is not strange. Don't think that you're somehow unique and different and you're abnormal because you think that way. I want to be dead sometimes too because life is a pain in the butt. Life is extremely difficult. It makes no sense half the time. You put in massive amounts of effort, and oftentimes you get very minimal reward. People let you down all the time. I completely get it, Jesse. So don't let that be a reason for you to want to do something. Just recognize, wow, Monroe feels the exact same way. And he just keeps going. Jesse's funny. Yeah, go to the gym, make some new friends. That's good. Ronaldo's giving very good advice right now. You're welcome, Yasmin. Thank you for your excellent comments as well. Yeah, and Jesse, you just need to start talking to people. You have to just do it. The more you do it, the less scary it becomes. You guys are funny. And Manvent says, I know who you are. Jesse, what does that mean, Manvent? I think Manvent was saying, I know how you feel. Manvent's English is not perfect. He's from India. So I think he was saying that he understands how you feel. And can I tell you this, Jesse, too? Maybe this will inspire you. When I was in middle school, I was below average. I was a below average kid. Nothing. There was nothing special about me. I didn't know any of my talents. I didn't know I was good at anything. I wasn't good at anything. And I was picked on and I was bullied. And literally it wasn't until after college, or maybe during college, but after college and after the military, that I started to kind of become who I am. I started to realize that I started to become good at guitar. In senior year of college, I finally figured out how to sing well. And I don't think you have to worry about the fact that you're in middle school or in high school and you haven't figured out why you're special. It's going to take some time. You will figure it out. And I guarantee you will be glad that you stuck around long enough to figure out why you are special. But I already know why you're special. You're a Monroe Mann fan. And any Monroe Mann fan is a very special person. Anyone who's subscribed to my channel is a very special person. You're welcome, Jesse. Stable Ronaldo's giving good advice. Go to a store and talk with cashiers to decrease your social anxiety. That's not a bad idea at all. That's a really good idea. Let me take another one of these pills here. Actually, I'll take the cough medicine. Oh, yeah. Driving me crazy, guys. Yeah, go to the cashier. Can I tell you this, Jesse? Those cashiers have a very difficult job because people do not talk to them. They're standing there, and how terrible. Imagine this, just, you're standing here, you're looking at me, right? And I'm a cashier. And I see a line of all these people here, and they're all talking with each other, or they're looking at their phones and whatever, and the only thing that I say to them is, okay, that'll be 200, please sign over here, blah, blah. And they go, thank you very much. For 8 hours, the whole day, that's the only interaction. I try to make a point. Whenever there's a cashier, I'll always say, oh, hey, how are you? I look at their name tag. Oh, hey, Jonathan, how are you? Oh, do you live around here? So how do you like the job? Do you like working at a supermarket? Do you want to move up in the business, or you want to go do something else? They are so happy that someone recognizes them and gives them value and saying, hey, I see you. I recognize that you're a person too. You're not just some robot. That's the problem. Most people are treating these people at these cashiers as robots. And your job, Jesse, is just as Ronaldo said, go talk to them, because I guess what? You're going to be helping them as much as they're going to be helping you. They will be grateful to have someone to talk to for 5 minutes. Hey, Manvanth. Oh, Manvanth comes on the lives when I'm sleeping. Oh, by the way, no, it's Ishmael. It's already done. You know that. Ishmael's already connected it to the back end. So I mean, we're probably go talk to Ishmael. He's taken lead on it. If you want to help, talk to him, because Ishmael has the brake diving mobile app. It's going to be launched probably by October, November in the app stores. It's really, really exciting. Get rid of fears, you'll feel more free. Ronaldo, I will say that you cannot get rid of your fears. You can just overcome them and go forward. They say courage is not acting without fear, it's acting despite your fear. That's something that I have always said. Courage is not acting without fear, it's acting despite your fear. Every time I jump out of the airplane skydiving, it's not like I've lost my fear. No, there's fear every single time. I've just learned how to control it and jump out of that plane more easily every time despite that. And you've been bullied your whole life. Tell you, I told you, I think people who are bullied end up becoming better people later in life. I think part of the reason I'm so empathetic and motivational is because I was bullied so much as a kid. And I'm able to handle criticism as an adult because I've been through it before. It's like, yeah, people have called me Marilyn Monroe before. People have called me a loser. People have called me whatever. I mean, Evelyn keeps making fun of my big forehead because I've got a receding hairline. I don't care. Whatever. Bullies like Evelyn mean nothing to me. And Jesse, do you know how many people would love to draw as well as you do? So don't tell me you don't have much talent. You have incredible talent. And as I said, when we get the merchandise store up and running, some of your designs are going to be on those t-shirts and mugs. Try to get a German boy phone number and he replied something in German, but he didn't. Don't worry about it. Hey, what's up, Lally Nugget? Good to see you. Funny videos and games are back in town. Well, Jesse, if you say thank you and bye to the cashier, I think you should say a little bit more. Ask about that person. Say, hey, where are you from? And say, hey, if you had to give me some life advice, what would you give me? Come up with something to say. And yeah, I'm glad, Lally, I'm glad you speak up and say hello to the cashiers, the people at the... Make a connect conversation. Good. Good, Jesse. That doesn't matter. Just keep doing it. Keep talking to strangers, my friend. Keep talking to strangers. 4:51 p.m. for you. So you must be somewhere in Europe, Lally. Treating others, people with kindness will make your heart way softer, says Ronaldo. I was eating. I couldn't come here. Jesse, it'll take you a long time. It took me years. I couldn't talk to people normally until I was in my my mid-20s. Even now, it's still difficult. Even now, sometimes I find it difficult sometimes to go up to some people. But when that happens, I push myself. I push myself to go and talk to that person anyway. It's not something that you're just going to overcome. Always practice it. Who cares if they don't like you? Just keep on talking to people. I say hi to people oftentimes on the street when they're walking on the sidewalk, and I'd say 6 times out of 10 they're rude, and they look at me and just go, or they go like this. They look down, and they look down on the, and it's that doesn't mean you should stop saying hi to people. Just like I said before, I shouldn't focus on the people that criticize me, the 1 or 2 people who criticize me. Focus on the 20 people who think I'm awesome. You always have to focus on that. And don't worry, good Jody. I'm telling you, it's making you stronger. Don't give up, and you will build an armor, a shield of armor, based on the fact that these people are bullying you. Yeah, well, all of you guys getting bullied are going to become the heroes, not the villains. That's right. And Ronaldo says it's true. The one thing in life which you can control is your mind. Well said. Jesse, so have I. I've been called absolutely everything as well. It's think of it as a badge of honor. I'm telling you, Jesse, when you're older, all of the things that people make fun of you about when you're a kid become the things that make you super special and unique and desired when you're older. Same thing, like, literally, the girl with like monster-sized boobs when she's in middle school is made fun of. And when she's older, oh my gosh, that's the girl that I want, right? It's weird. No matter what makes you different when you're a kid, that's what makes you special. People made fun of my name all the time, called me moron, all the time. Moron, and now it's, or they call me Maryland, and in a bad way. Now I know, like when people say, oh, Maryland, like Marilyn, and I go, exactly, but I'm far more beautiful. And I take that little joke and I turn it around, and then they laugh too now with me, rather than laughing at me. Hi, Major, good to see you. And let me see thank you, Jesse, I appreciate the compliment. Major doesn't like coding now. All right, go play PlayStation, Ronaldo, hope you have a great day. Thank you, I appreciate you telling me that I'm inspiring. Who else have we got here? Anime Battles, how are you doing? Hello, everyone from Russia. Dobre požalovit. Dobry dien. Very nice to see you here, Anime. And so, to summarize what we're talking about today, again, our topic today is don't look for reasons to quit, look for reasons to keep going. It's easy to find reasons to quit. It's hard to find reasons to keep going, but that is what you need to focus on. You need to find 5 reasons why it makes sense to keep trying. And you guys have done a great job here of inspiring me to keep going, because I was really thinking about giving up on the live streaming last night. But now, thanks to you guys and all your motivation and your inspiration and your energy and enthusiasm, I'm back in the game. So I'm going to keep on going with this too, and maybe later today I will do another live stream. I think maybe I'll play some music because that always makes me happy. And Jesse, I'm glad you're being forced to take a shower. That's very good. I'm glad your parents are doing a good job. Thank you, Jody, for telling me I'm a nice person. And always listen to your feelings here. On the Monroe Mann channel, we always listen to everybody's feelings. And Anime, I wish you a great day too. And wish you great health. I'm feeling better. I'm hoping I'm finally over the sickness. And Lally, that's right. We all need to stop quitting. We need to focus on reasons to keep going. And you guys gave me many reasons to keep going with the YouTube lives. And I hope I'm giving you reasons to keep going with whatever you are struggling with in your life. Keep going. And if you need more reasons to keep going, leave a comment on the chats. And I'm sure me or others will respond. Or come back to my live streams. Thank you for clicking like. Thank you for subscribing to my channel. And clicking the bell so that you can get notified when I come on back again. Bye, Jody. Bye, Jesse. Bye, Monroe. And Hey, good Jody, no problem if you quit your channel. You can always start it again. I deleted my account on Twitter many years ago. And then when Elon Musk bought it, I created it again. And I am slowly trying to build up all those followers again. Very difficult. But hey, quitting is no problem if you can always go back. You can always start again. So just remember, it's always there for you if you want. And exactly, Jody, you could get 7 subs again easily. So when you start your channel again, you let me know, and I'll tell everybody to subscribe, and you'll get your 7 subscribers back very, very quickly. So have a wonderful afternoon, or at least if you're in the United States. I'm gonna go grab some lunch, and here, let me see. Mom, do you want to give some? My mom just came in. Do you have some advice to give to them?
About what?
About life.
About life?
Hold on, my mom wants to give some quick advice. Here we go. Wait.
Don't kill yourself. Have fun. Laugh at the things that make you sad and say, holy crow. And just laugh about it because that's an emotional outlet, but it's a positive outlet rather than tears or anger, which is negative. So that's what I have to say, but you have to, it's a conscious effort anyway. How
Good.
you doing all? Good? Mwah.
Yeah, you guys heard it first. My mom gave some nice life advice. Major, if you want to start coding again, I'll give you 2 bits of advice. Number 1, you can go to W3 schools and just start learning a new language. Number 2, come join the coding team at Breakdiving. We code in Ruby on Rails, we code in Flutter, we code in JavaScript, HTML, CSS, Bootstrap, and we would love your help and support. So, and Major says, your mom looks like my grandma.
I am a grandma.
Yeah, my mom is also a grandma. And admins could add a donation so that others would donate this with viewers. Well, I my mom says hello to your grandma too. I do. I have a Cash App, so people could Cash App to Monroe Mann, and they can also go to patreon.com. There's a link in the description if people want to support the channel. It's also paypal.com/Monroe Mann if people wanted to send donations that way. And this is why I'm also trying to get the monetization on here, because then people can give donations via the super chats. So we'll see. We're getting there, guys, and I've got some more motivation again thanks to this. And we're going to get more watch time from this. This was a lot of fun. I'm excited to jump off into my day and get a lot of work done. And I hope all of you... Actually, we're going to go for 2 more minutes because we're at 88 minutes, and I want to go for a full hour and a half. So you got 2 more minutes. Let's see if we can get a few more likes. We got 11 likes at my end. Let's see if we can get to 12 or 13. Major says, lots of love from my grandma to you.
Thank you. Back at ya.
My mom says, thank you, back at ya. And what's up, Kamal Singh? Great to see you. I just noticed that you were here. Didn't mean to miss you there. And what's up, CLVR? CLVR's here. So we're staying for just a minute and a half more. We're gonna get 2 more likes, 2 or 3 more likes, and then I'm gonna go grab some lunch. Yeah, this is my mom. She came to visit me.
Hello, whoever. I'm looking at the back of his phone. You look very nice and light blue.
So she came by. We're gonna go grab some lunch, and we're both gonna talk about reasons to keep going, not reasons to quit. Right?
Yes.
That's right. And remember, and when you go and talk to your friends about something you are thinking about quitting, be very clear with them and say, hey, I'm thinking about quitting something, but I want you to give me reasons why I should keep going. Because too many people, when you tell them they want to quit, they give you reasons why you're right and why you should quit. And I'm telling you, you do not need more reasons to quit. You need more reasons to keep going, because it's easy to quit. And if it, what you want? Oh, my mom's on a roll. She wants to give more advice. Hold on.
Hi there. you will keep going. Keep going, and before you know it, you're there.
Well, you heard it first, ladies and gentlemen. Carolyn Mann has told you that if you keep going, you keep going. Which in an illogical way is very logical and makes a lot of sense. CLVR finally got my plushie. I don't know what that means. As long as you're not combing your hair on the live stream, we're good. All right, guys. We are got to 90 minutes, an hour and a half. Thank you so much. Have an awesome day. Hope to see you guys later, and I appreciate all your support.